Hello guys, in today's video we're going to take a look at the housing system in Lost Ark. This comes to Lost Ark with Season 2, and if you don't know why I'm already smiling, it's because of all the changes, the huge changes that come with Season 2, about which I talked in my previous video to this. I'm going to link it in the description below in case you've missed it. Lost Ark is completely changing as an MMORPG. Basically the graphics stay the same, the ideas behind the game and the way things are done are kinda all of them, not exactly all, but kinda all of them changing, right? First of all, I just want to say we're going to talk about housing. We're going to keep the order of the article. I just want to say how fucking beautiful this thing looks. Holy shit. Like, you're on an island, which is like the most surreal place to have a house on. On top of everything, there is this, my boys. Do you see this, my boys? This MOKOKO seed statue. Holy shit. When I saw this in this particular thumbnail, the way this person arranged her house, I was completely sold out on the housing idea. I don't need anything that it offers, and it offers quite a lot of very important things. Housing in general in Lost Ark, we're going to talk about it. But this MOKOKO seed statue right here, this is the highlight of my life. I absolutely love MOKOKO seeds. I would eat them for breakfast if I would have them, but just saying, this is super cool already. Anyway, let's move on to it. So how housing works is that every player gets to do a quest, right? And then after this quest, it's quite easy. It's one of those entry-level quests. After this quest, you get access to your own personal island on which you can build upon. All of this that you see here, the trees, the chairs, the way everything is arranged, the statue, the house placement and everything around it is made by a player. So all of this you can make yourself. How housing works is that after you finish this quest, you get an island, you have access to some basic ways of arranging things, basic accessories. You won't have the MOKOKO seed right from the beginning and the cool fountain and stuff, but as you progress through getting experience on your plot and doing the needed things, we're gonna read through them in order to get this experience, you will unlock more and more features for your house, more and more placement options, and on top of that, obviously, more and more designs to create architecture and trees and stuff like that. That's very useful, right? So here in the first part of the guide, the tutorial, it talks about how you get the quest from this NPC, and then you do the quest and then you get access to your own kind of thing. Now this NPC is called, this translated Adelelin, leads you to the main structures of the estates and introduces what I can do in the estates. This is from the point of view of a player that's done this. A mansion symbolizing the growth of the manor, and a research center where you can learn various manor activities. So this is your actual house, and this is the place where you can learn various activities related to your manor, to its growth, right? In addition, there is a production workshop, this one right here, where you can produce items for future adventures or estates. So you can also craft inside there. There's places where you can craft, and you can not only craft items for your house, you can also craft the items that you would normally craft in Bern or Stern or wherever you are, right? And the dispatch center for activities outside the territory. This is unclear what exactly it's gonna contain, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be related to queuing up or doing things outside of your manor. In my ideal perfect world, this particular dispatch center would host queuing boards for raiding, queuing boards for dungeons, queuing boards for Chilean dungeons, and a queuing board for PvP. That would be absolutely fantastic if this dispatch center would be related to that. In any case, it is related to doing things outside of your manor, right? Each building provided in the manor provides functions to manage various activities in the manor. Among them, expanding what can be done in the territory through research is a key factor for the activation of the growth of the territory. So through research inside your house, or your plot, you can expand, you can do stuff to expand your options that you have for that particular plot. Super interesting right now. They've added a little bit of this, a little bit of a grind. So housing in Lost Ark is not just, hey, here's an island, here's all the options. If you want some extra furniture and stuff like that, you can find them all in the cash shop, but that's all, that's everything, period. Nothing is gonna be added, there is no growth to it, you don't need to work at all for it. It's a boring system that you just get, and it's a flat, dead kind of feature in the game. I really love the little bit of grind that they've added to it, or the much grind, I don't know yet. The more research that the more research that activates important functions, the more difficult the required conditions and difficulty. But if you are an adventurer who has enjoyed various contents in Lost Ark, so I guess you're gonna have to do raiding, dungeons, Shillian, PvP, sea and water content, and daily quests. Maybe all of these things give you a little bit of something for your house as well. It will not be too difficult. As I am conducting research conducted by Adelaine, I can see various recipes that can be made in the production workshop. So the more of this research, as the Google Translate translates it, the more of this research you do, the more recipes are going to become available to you to craft a variety of things for your house, and not only, right? Now you can make various items such as battle items, household tools, and materials needed for growth in the production workshop of your housing plot. Materials needed for growth. Now this can only mean two things. One, it's either materials that you need for gearing up process, so the housing system would actually help the gearing up process, which makes complete sense in Lost Ark because they want to change the game to fit new players and players who are, let's say, not that much into daily or hardcoring things. So yeah, why not housing system help with gearing up, right? Tier 3, craft those materials for tier 3 gear in your house. Super cool idea. Or it can mean, for example, to level up faster, right? Items to level up faster can be made in the house. So I'm not quite sure what they want to say with this. If it's for gearing up and housing helps you with that, that will be so fantastic. As the estate grows, you will be able to craft things that are more valuable than those produced in large cities. So think about that for a moment. If a Lost Ark GM, sorry, I have something in my eye. If a Lost Ark GM tells you that you will be able to craft things in the housing system that are more important than the ones you can craft in major cities, what can you craft in major cities? You can craft gear, for example. Is there more important gear in housing? You can craft pots and consumables. Are there more important pots and consumables in housing? So it makes you wonder. Yeah. Now that I have learned a lot about the activities of the housing, I am going to do things I am interested in myself. For the time I was devoted to researching the estate, and I was able to store more luggage, so more spots, more warehouse spots in the house is also available in the house, right? Soon you can do a lot of things, such as getting the craft recipe you need. Okay, so it means in time. In addition, through research, it was possible to entrust various requests to the dispatch office. What she wants to say here is that if you do enough research, your dispatch house, your dispatch building on your plot can do specific quests for you automatically. You just give it to them to do, right? The dispatch station showed me a list of quests that they could do on my behalf, even though I didn't need to do the work myself. Yeah, so there is a list of quests here. I'm not quite sure what exactly is what are these quests related to. They look completely new. These icons for whatever this is, rewards, these icons look completely new, but as I'm seeing in the section right here for the rewards, there is accessories, my boys, as a reward, and there is tier 3 enchantment materials as rewards, and some playing cards. Wait, why is there a fucking playing card when they said they removed the card battle game? This is what I don't understand. Anyway, beats me, but there is a card here, pretty kappa. Now, what exactly are these missions? What exactly are these quests? How many are you gonna get? Are they useful or just one-time thing, or they're part of the dailies? This is yet to be seen, but it's a very interesting idea that, if made purposefully, is that a word? If it has a purpose and a meaning in game, and if it's useful, it's super gorgeous, yeah. As I worked hard on the estate, did my estate become famous among the traders around me? So they're trying to say that as you do this work that's needed for your housing plot, various merchants are gonna come visit your plot, and you don't have to camp them at 2 p.m. in Yorn, at 3 p.m. in Bern. Oh wait, shit, merchant Andy is on the island next to I don't know what. They all come to your house. The more of this work you do and the more you raise the level of your estate, the more rare the merchants that come to you will be, right? So this is a super cool thing, again, a very nice convenience and motivating thing, because some of these merchants are quite important, right? As you're gearing up or as you want to explore more of the Lost Ark world besides just PvPing. So super cool. Clap for that as well. Sometimes when a trader comes to your place, you can shop with friends for items that the trader sells publicly. Not only you can shop yourself at this trader, your friends, you can tell them in the guild chat, hey man, come to my place, merchant Fred is here selling things. This is something that she made with her own hands. Looks absolutely gorgeous, if I may say so myself. Jesus Christ, this Mokoko seed at the back, this beautiful fountain, all of this decorative tree walls, super. Look at this Toto, the angry Toto is here also. How cool is that? I mean, look how many cool things from around Lost Ark's world you can actually have. A couple of these trees that you can find on the Mokoko people island. Super cool. Super nice, these banquet tables, the drug. Look at the Nerias. Wow, this is, do you guys see this? This is like the Neria collection. This is the first Neria in Leonhard, and this is the one in the harbor, and so on. Wow, this is so cool. This is really nice. This is done Lost Ark fashion with a lot of detail and quality and effort and polish put into it. This is not just a thrown in system. I love these guys that make Lost Ark, especially for this reason, that they always offer polished things. Same as the Guild Wars 2 people, for example. They wanted to do mounts, they did mounts in a super polished way. Same as these people from Lost Ark. Super enjoyable. How can you can enjoy various estate activities such as research, production and dispatch in the estate. What is the most anticipated thing? Even if you say anything, it will be every corner of this territory with my own hands. So yes, the most important thing in housing is that you can have the freedom to design everything about your house. In the recently developed version of the housing, it is important to make the manor into a space where you can freely decorate it. After installing this to give letters to adventurers, I suddenly came up with the initial concept of the housing system. In the housing, before the concept was changed, things to place could not be placed only at the designated locations. So there was a limit to expressing your personality. I think it's a good thing to turn with autonomous deployment. So they've had a version of housing previously in development which was, hey, you have some set things that you can place furniture or decorations on. Now they've redone that into you can place it anywhere you want, basically. That's what they're saying. So nice. They show here a couple of pictures of how they place things. Wow, look at this beautiful lion statue from the harbor, huh? It's so cool. So nice. These chairs from the Bikini Island. So nice. They show here a couple of pictures of how you can place things and how you can decorate your stuff. And look here, there's other players coming. Can you play games inside your house? That would be super awesome, like to play some bell games or some other sort of, you know, jumping games. Maybe each player has to stay on a specific color. Super cool. They can do a lot with this. Wow, you can get married? What's this bear doing here? Okay, so in the housing area you can enjoy playing with friends, giving a banquet to raids before dealing with huge enemies and boosting morale. So there is a meal that can be served at your place where everyone in your raid group subjugation group. Sorry, Lost Ark is not raiding anymore. Everyone in your subjugation group can come to your place and have a bit of food so that it would last you throughout the raid. Maybe better food, right? Because they were talking about better consumables. Maybe better food that you can make at home compared to the one that you can just eat. Doesn't disappear on death and so on. Super interesting. Just speculation though. Look, she gets married with a bear here. I mean, how crazy is that? Wow. Okay. Yeah, so that's about it for housing. An absolutely joyful feature that I'm super excited to show you guys on my YouTube channel the second it comes out and the second I get access to it, because I'm gonna have to level up a character, because I wanted the whole experience of a new player in Season 2. I'm gonna have a new Korean account, no expedition level on it, start from scratch, see how it goes and how a new player feels in Season 2, because that's what we're gonna feel in NAEU when this game is gonna come out for us as well. I'm gonna link you everything I talked about, I mean this article, in the description below. That was everything for today. I thank you so much guys as always for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you again to those of you who are supporting me on YouTube through the paid membership. It is very appreciated by me that you guys like me enough to do this, and I'm gonna see you really soon, just a couple of days from now, in my next video. Until then, I wish you lots of love, stay safe, and take care.